Hey everybody, and welcome back to part 3. Now in this part we're going to be expanding and building the medical ward, making sure that our individual cells are ready so that our prisoners can be moved. We're going to fancy up the holding cell a bit, and we're going to make sure that everything is running fine in general. Oh, and another important thing that I want to cover is our expenses, because now that we're running out of grants, we're going to have to watch how much we spend and how much we get. Cool, so let's hit that spacebar and resume the game. Awesome. Now the last time we were finishing our prison cells, and that's still going well. As you can see, our workers are moving in with all the utilities. Excellent. Now the shower is still going to need a couple that failed a few times. It's very nice because you just need to hover over these unconstructed things and it'll tell you exactly what's going on and why it's not been finished yet. Cool. Looks like our prisoners are having lunchtime, and they're being a bit fiddly about it. So let's get a couple more guards around here. Make sure that everybody stays calm and in control. I don't know why these guys are running up and down so much. Let's give them a quick search so that we can hopefully reset their pathing, and maybe even find some contraband. Who knows? Win-win. Yeah. Right, now we still want this to be built, so I don't know why I undid that door. We still want that door secured, because as you can see, there's still a couple of gaps where they could escape, should they decide to come through this door. Now, we don't want that to happen. Oh, lunchtime is over. So let's move the guards along. I think most of the prisoners... let's make sure we know for sure. Like, it's 15 minutes past 3. Let's check their regime. It's yard time. Okay, so let's get the guards to the yard. But leave a couple here for these guys. There we go. And as soon as the guards arrive, everybody gets calm. Awesome. That's how we want it. Apparently, the prisoners aren't really in the mood to go to the yard. Don't know what's going on. Just want to make sure the guard stays nearby. Because with no patrol points, you really want to make sure you keep an eye on where your guards are and what they're doing. Because as we covered in the last video, they have a tendency to inch away and out of your rooms. They just don't want to be there. But we want them to be there, so we're going to keep them there. Remember, you can drag and hold and right click, or you can just individually select them. Now, what about these guys here? They seem to be bugged. Yeah, they're bugged. Let's give them a search and hope that will clear them up. It won't always work, but sometimes it does. And when it does, awesome. Okay, how is our prison moving along? Excellent. Now, let's move on to our contract about health and well-being. It says that we have to build a medical ward, hire 2 doctors, and a psychologist. So let's get on to that. First of all, we're going to have to designate an area for the medical ward. Now, this here seems suitable for me. I'll be happy with that. Do I want a little road in between? Nah, let's just link it up. Now, it doesn't have to be too big, because not too many people will go there at the same time, I've noticed. So let's get a door in there. I'm going to use a regular door or a cell door? I want to use a regular door. The cell door looks so weird on a medical ward. Cool, so that will be that done. And in preparation for the psychologist, I want to build another office, because you can see it tells you here he needs an office. Awesome. And remember, our office size has to be at least a 4x4, so let's link one up here. 2 spaces and 3 spaces. Now note that I'm only leaving 3 spaces and not 4. Why? Because this wall counts as well. So... oh yeah, duh. Silly me. You can overlap your foundation, of course. So 3 spaces. Remember, this wall here will be removed automatically, so it will be a 4x4. Excellent. Oh hey, look, our cells are almost done. Why aren't these 4 rooms being powered? Let's have a look. Oh, because there's no power line running. That would do it. Okay, hopefully that'll be enough. It should be. That's actually even too much. So let's undo those 2. Remember, you want to save money wherever you can at this point, because we're going to run out of grants soon. Cool, the medical ward is done already. Awesome. Let's designate that. Where is it? Here. Oh, wait a minute. We can't. Why is that? because we haven't placed our doctors yet. So for that, we'll have to make sure that the research is done, which it is. Awesome. Now, before we leave, let's move on to the psychologist. So let's start researching mental health so that he'll be done in time. Excellent. Now let's place our 2 doctors. There we go. Now you don't need 2 to do this, keep in mind. 1 is enough, but I'm already going to place my 2. So in case something happens, they can be there and respond nice and quickly. Awesome. Now let's see if we can build our room now. Yes, we can. Awesome. It's designated, and that's that. Now, does this room have any requirements? It does. We need a medical bed. So let's get a medical bed or 2 set up. Let's go to the objects, find our bed, and let's be blind. Not the regular bed, you want a specific bed. I am being blind right now. Here we go, our medical bed. Now it's a bit larger and more expensive than the big standard bed, so don't go crazy on this. 2, let's say 3 at most. Now why are my prisoners being so noisy? Oh, because my guards inched away. Now come on guys, we don't need 5 guards for 1 prisoner, do we now? Let's go see what these guys are doing. And how about you go help out here? And you can stand here. Because I think it's going to be lunchtime soon, isn't it? Right now we're at free time. What's at 8 p.m.? Eat. Yes. So let's have a quick search on this guy and see why he's hanging around here. These boys here, unfortunately, still need to pee. What a shame. Ah, well. Oh, looks like we forgot a door in our office. So let's add that right now. Here we are. And let's have a look at our beds. Awesome. Our beds have been built, but we forgot to hook up the power. So let's move the power line up a few notches. Here we go. And now hopefully that room will be fully powered. Oh hey, our cells are done. Excellent. So now we can finally start designating them. So that's going to take a bit, but not too long, because it's a nice and easy click and drag. Now, I'm not 100% sure if you could just do this without consequence. Yes, you can actually. So that's awesome, because as you can see, there's a red line on the walls, so it's not going to build anything there, so we won't have any goofy mechanics messing up on us. Excellent. And here we are. Our cells have now been designated. Cool. This jail door has been built, so now we can set this to a door for everyone, and the same with this one. Awesome. Let's keep this one on staff only, because we still don't want anybody to go here, because that'd be easy for them to escape. Now, let's add our other office, since that's been completed, and we shall hook it up to the power line as well. Let's go 1 square in. There we go. Medical ward done. Awesome. Now let's hook up our pad, get this secured so we can open this up and it'll be free for the prisoners to use. Now I'm hoping that we'll get someone here, because there's a couple of things I actually want to explain about the medical ward. So I'm considering actually, wow, that's a lot of bug prisoners. Really, guys? Interesting. I'm wondering if they're waiting to be moved. Possibly. So let's keep an eye on that. For now, we're gonna expand our path. Let's say till here. Yeah, they're waiting to be moved. Awesome. They're all gonna get moved to their cells now. Hopefully everybody's gonna be happy. He's having a wee. He needs a wee and he's standing on the toilet, but he's not going to. That's okay. And this guy here is watching TV. Awesome. Cool. Let's get back to where we were. Ah, our workers are on it already. Excellent. Let's have a little one here. Remember, we were doing grass on the sides to make it look nice. So let's do that quickly. And the most important thing, make sure our prisoners can't escape. So we have our fences on the side, and we'll put a nice large door in the middle. Awesome. So that's open for further expansion. We'll wait for it to be built until we unlock this. And I'm also going to add a few lights, because I hate the darkness. Brr, we don't want that. Okay, awesome. Let's see, most of our prisoners have been moved. In fact, all of our prisoners have been moved. Excellent. So it's nice and peaceful now. it's a lot easier for the guards to keep everybody in check, and I've noticed that they seem to stick around this area a lot more than they do in this small holding cell. Cool. Now make sure you kind of have a few guards patrolling every corridor, because it seems to be that the guards have sort of an, let's say, area of effect. Imagine it as a circle around them that, how shall we put this? It shows control, it's authority, it's their authority. And if a prisoner is within this circle of control, it'll put a suppressing effect on them, and it's less likely for them to riot or complain. Cool. However, though, it seems that the more prisoners, I assume prisoners also have this some sort of detection circle, I'm not sure, but the more prisoners you have concentrated in the same area, the more guards will be needed to concentrated in that same area to keep everybody in check. So one guard will never be enough for, let's say, 4 or 5 prisoners. So make sure you remember that. Cool, so everybody's patrolling. We still have some cells free, which is awesome, since our next prisoners will be arriving in 7 hours. How's our mental health research going? It's about halfway. Awesome. So let's get this office finished at our office desk. I think the psychiatrist wants his desk facing the wall. So let's do that. Instead, we don't want everything looking the same, right? Even though symmetry is nice, sometimes it's fun to go a little abstract. Cool. Our cooks are here, it's nighttime, everybody's relaxing and sleeping. Awesome. Let's make sure again. Oh, see, we're missing, I almost opened it up, but we're missing a fence. That's not good. Everybody would have escaped. Why is this being blocked? We don't know. So let's cancel it and do it again. Let's get this one dismantled because it's redundant. Hey guys, small cut in the recording because my game crashed. Whoops, happens. Anyways, we're back. We just dismantled this door, so that's gone now. Awesome. Now let's see why we don't have any grass here yet whatsoever. Because I didn't designate it. Oh, let's do that. I don't want anything to look out of place and weird. Oh, some lights are missing here. Let's get that out of the way. Excellent. Cool. Now, research is still moving along. Our prisoners are nice and quiet. Let's unpause, so hit the spacebar. Excellent. Let's see, how many cells do we have free? Because we'll have 8 guys arriving soon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Only 5 cells. Uh-oh. We're gonna have to expand. Now, before I do that, since my new prisoners, a couple of them anyways, what's going on here? A job is blocked. Let's right-click that. Because I don't know what that's about and who's blocked exactly. But it's gone, so that's good. Now, as I was saying, since the prisoners that won't get a cell will obviously go to our holding cells, so let's make a little change here. I'm gonna dismantle this bed, and I'm gonna add a few beds in the middle. But not like that though, because that looks silly. Let's do it like this. There we go. So that'll give them a place to sleep for now, in the middle of the room. Excellent. Our doctors are here, they're all happy. We're waiting for our psychologist, he's almost good. Let's add a few offices, because trust me, you'll need them soon. Let's leave one space for, some grass. Let's make a nice 4x4. And let's add another one already. There we go. Symmetry to hell, right? Oh well. Okay, now let's do the grass. Just get that out of the way. My first door will most likely be here. And the other one will be here. Excellent. Move up our path. I don't know why I left 2 spaces for the door there, but I did. Where's my door? Here we are. And I don't remember where the other one goes, but that's not a problem. We'll see once the room's done, right? Let's bring in some power. Oh, look at that. We don't have to. Awesome. Let's see, how is our power station doing? We're just about halfway, so that's excellent. Now, I guess we're gonna have to expand. Let's see, that office is done. Ah, that's where the door goes. So let's place that here. Awesome. Now, once it's lunchtime, I'm gonna kind of keep an eye on the kitchen and see if we're producing enough food for all our prisoners. Since our size is about to increase, it's very important that everybody eats. What's going on here? Everybody's still asleep. Now, you may notice a couple of weird symbols here. Ignore it, it's not a problem. It's some odd little bug. When the prisoners are asleep, that part of their sprite changes. Oh well, it's a funny bug, so we don't mind. It's not bothering us. Okay, moving on. I guess we're going to want to expand now. We're going to have to place our psychologist. Let's put our in-between wall here. Make sure we leave 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, and our wall. Uh-oh. Did I just miscalculate? Horribly? Well, it looks like I did. 1, 2, 3, 4. And notice here, this is only a 1, 2, 3. Oh boy, I misdid the entire room, guys. But hey, that's not a problem. What are we gonna do to fix this, you say? 1, 2, 3. So this one needs 1 more space added to it. So let's add a wall here. And let's add a new back wall. Now, don't delete this wall just yet, and we'll see why in a minute. Oh, look at this. Our prisoners are about to come, and it's gonna be time for breakfast soon. So let's keep a little eye here on all these red and green people, because it's little pictures of people in the top left. Now, the red ones means those are prisoners that have no meals available for them once it's lunchtime, and the green ones do. So we want all of this to be green. So let's see if our kitchen can keep up. Right now they're getting supplies, so they'll start cooking soon for breakfast. When is breakfast, guys? Huh. That's awfully late, isn't it? Let's change this around, because I don't like this. I want breakfast to be, let's say, at 10 a.m. We're only going to give them 2 meals a day, so we're going to delete that one. And we're going to replace it with free time. Let's give them some free time. Let's see, that looks about good. Now, instead of 1 hour of showering, actually, I want to give them 2 hours. Right as they wake up. And then we'll give them 1 hour of free time between lunch. Excellent. Looking good. There we go. Everybody's moving to the showers. Now remember, we want to bring our guards with. Not everybody, because there's still a couple of guys here, so we want to deal with them as well. Now since they're stuck, let's hope we can unstick them by giving them a quick search. Now remember, it's not guaranteed to work, but I have seen it work. Okay, we have a couple of guards here. Now, most of them are rushing over to grab our new prisoners, which is okay. Let's just make sure we can keep a couple of them here. It's a shame. I don't think we're successfully unbugging them. Now, if anybody knows a way to do this, I'd love to hear it in the comments. Because, it's a bit annoying, but not too much. Because if they're here and bugged, it means they're not complaining or doing anything else, so that's good. That's good, that's good. Who's this? And why are you handcuffed in the prisoners, you dirty boy? Simon. Simon, what happened here, Simon? Somebody gonna pick Simon up? I don't know, but there's a story here, guys. There's a story here. Anyways, let's move him to his cell. Oh, there comes the guard. And no worries about his nakedness. As soon as he passes this door, he'll be automatically dressed. Ta-da! And that guy as well. Excellent. Are our new prisoners moved yet? 1 more to go. Now, let's see. So far, we're 3 cells short. And remember... excellent. This is done. So remember what we did here, right? We added on an extra wall because we made it 1 short. Now we have this double inner wall here. Ugh, we don't want that. We want that just to be an indoor area. Now, if we're going to delete this... demolish. Let me show you what happens. We'll give the workers a minute to do that. Meanwhile, let's keep a quick eye on our prisoners, which seem to be moving to the canteen. Now remember, we had 8 more guys come in, so we want to compensate with our guards. Let's get a guard in here, and let's get a guard in here. That should do. Now that guy is watching this. We'll move that guy to the canteen. There's way too much people in the cells. We don't want that. We want everybody to be watching here. And we'll have the one guy here, and you keep an eye on those guys. Just in case. You never know. Alright, awesome. How about you, since the holding cell is empty, just stay outside and patrol. Now, we're gonna have a look at our meals, and uh-oh, we're not cooking enough for our prisoners. That's a problem. So we're gonna have to increase the capacity of our kitchen. So first of all, I'm gonna add a cooker here. In fact, I'm gonna add 2 and 1 fridge. But I'm gonna leave a little space so they don't have to walk all the way around and play Let's Go Through the Maze before they can cook a meal. So where's our fridge? Here we are. Now remember, we're gonna have to hook this up to utilities. So we'll do that once it's complete. Now let's get back to the office. Here you see, we deleted our wall, and uh-oh, it's now an outdoor area. Because when we try to build our office, that's possible. Because an office has no indoor requirement. Okay, but let's say we were trying to build a cell, which does have an indoor requirement. We can't. Because this area is now outdoors. Here, however, we can build it just fine. How do we fix this? Wait, let's start with rebuilding this. Now, here you see the concrete floor. Now all you want to do is move that over your excessive wall, and your workers will replace it with an indoor area. Awesome! That room will be ready to use for a minute, and I'll show you when it's done. Uh-oh, prisoners are done eating. Let's move our guards along with them, or else we'll have some nasty stuff happening. We got 1 guy here, and that's more than enough. Excellent. So, the workers are doing this. We have no need to close this off because our prisoners can't even get there. I'm going to set that one to staff only as well, just in case. Because I've noticed, and you may want to keep an eye on this in your prisons, if a guard or a worker walks through this door, it's open for a while. Prisoners, if they're here, they can follow them and run through the door as well. So you want to keep an eye out for that. And you don't want, you want to watch out to have your main paths, like I do here, close to those doors, because it can be dangerous. And since I just said that, let's add just a little bit of extra security here. 1 more door, and that'll be enough. It's very unlikely that the prisoner will have time to follow someone through not 1, but 2 doors. I mean, it can happen, but, yeah, you know. Hey, look at this! Our office is now a 4x4. Excellent! So let's start designating that. Where is it? Here we are. Ta-da! Cool! And now that they've rebuilt the wall, we can do the same over there. So let's cancel them. Oh, hey! Learn something new on camera. Awesome! And so do you guys. So once you delete it and replace it, you can't make it into an indoor area. Ah, darn you, game. That's okay, though. Let's see what happens if we delete it again. Oop, misclicked there. If it turns into an outdoor area, I'll just delete the entire area and rebuild it. Not a problem. It'll cost us a bit of money, but meh. What are you guys doing here? Let's get some guards over there. That's very suspicious. Is it yard time? It could be yard time. Let's check to make sure. 3 p.m., eh? Why are you guys here? Let's have a quick search. Let's see what they're doing here, just in case. Now, speaking of searches and contraband and riots and all that's bad, we're gonna have to get some solitary rooms up soon, so that those who've been fighting and doing stuff that's not right can be sent to those solitary cells and be punished. Now, these guys seem to be clean. They were just exercising, eh? Very suspicious. Anyways, we're gonna have to pick an area for our holding cells. Now, this will be the expansion to our normal cells. So let's add that in already. Awesome. Nice and big. Now that cost me a lot, just as you see, so be careful when you do this, guys. You don't want to spend everything you have at once. Remember that. And the holding cells don't have to be super close. Hey, why is there a stray wall here? Strange. It could be a messed up sprite though, I'm not sure. Anyways, we don't need super much holding cells right now. So I think I'm gonna put them in this little corner here. Now, this looks a bit cramped, so I want to have this a bit more spacious, starting here. So, let's do a little bit of layout quickly, very, very briefly. We want to have this path do this, and then we kind of want it to do this, because this is going to be a little bit bigger road. Awesome. So now that that's done, I notice, I'm just wondering if I should put a little path here. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. And we might as well link it up for future. Here we go. Excellent. Now, how about our holding cells, eh? Let's leave a space for grass. As I said, I don't want to use too much for the holding cells. You won't have that much prisoners in it at one time, right away. Unless you're doing everything wrong, then you'll have prisoners in there all the time. Right, our guards are here. Where's the rest of our boys? Uh-oh. Well, it looks like we have enough guards around there. They're nice and concentrated. But just in case, you never know, let's send a couple more. Did I spot that right? Is there suddenly a fence missing here? How did that happen? I don't know, but guys, you want to make sure you check everything every now and then. Do your own maintenance. Do a little check, make sure your perimeters are secure every now and then, and you're ready to move on. Now remember, when we do a fresh foundation, we have to add a door, but we can edit and replace that door later, so it doesn't matter where we put it just yet. Let's do the same thing for the holding cells. Excellent. Cool. Now our workers will get all eager on building that. Our prisoners are moving back to their cells. A couple are showering. So let's spread our guards out. Let's get one to the showers too, maybe. How about you guys go to the holding cells and keep an eye on those guys? And once again, we have this weird little conversion of lunch. Way too early. And just because we think they're suspicious, we're gonna search them. Awesome. Cool. So, I guess that's just about everything. Oh hey, our research has been done for a while, so how about we get that psychologist placed? And ta-da! Our medical contract has been completed, and we get a nice little 10,000 bonus, which we can now use to spend on expanding even more. Excellent. The kitchen has been expanded, so let's add, let's say, 2 more chefs. We almost have all the prisoners covered, just a couple more meals to go. Let's see what time breakfast is. 10 a.m. Oh, they got plenty of time. I'm sure they'll get it done. Awesome. Oh boy, we have a guy in lockdown. We found some contraband. Hey, it's a good thing we were building those holding cells, right? Keep calling them holding cells. I meant solitary, of course. Awesome. Cool. So next episode, we'll be focusing on expanding the cells, building our holding cells, and making sure we don't go out of budget. Awesome. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time.